Do you actually own your LinkedIn business page? Now, you might be answering that question with, of course I own it, Mark. It's my business, so it must be my LinkedIn business page. Well, it may not necessarily be the case because in the world of social media and in LinkedIn as well, the person who sets up the page effectively controls the page and owns the page. Now, if I've set off alarm bells ringing in your head, fantastic, because that's what this video is all about. Because recently I was contacted by someone, a business owner, who had a staff member set up the page. The staff member has effectively locked them all out of the page because they've left the company and they're not responding to any messages and things like that. But there is a solution. So what I want you to do is to stick around, grab a pen and paper, and let me show you what we can all be doing to help secure and take ownership of our own LinkedIn business page. So here we are on my LinkedIn profile, Mark Warnken. Straight off the bat, if you aren't yet connected with me on LinkedIn, by all means, send me a connection request. Equally, if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So this video is all about, do you actually own your LinkedIn business page or your LinkedIn company page? Recently, I was contacted by someone who said, hey, Mark, I had a staff member set up our LinkedIn business page. They've left and we can't get ownership, or we can't get take control back of that page. So I'm trying to inform every other person, business owner and brand out there with this particular video on what you need to be doing. So you can't create a business page unless you need a LinkedIn profile first. So sometimes people say, Mark, they just want to create a business page. You can't. You have to have a LinkedIn profile first, and then from that you can create a business page. And once you create a business page, it then appears over here on the left-hand side. So I'm not going to go through step-by-step on how to do that. I've got videos explaining how to do that, and I will put the link to them, the description to them, the link to those videos in the description below. But once you set up your business page, it appears over here. So let's click on mine and have a bit of a poke around. And keeping in line with all of my branding, my business page is my own name, Mark Warnken, Social Media Selling 123. The same as my YouTube channel, Twitter, and Facebook as well. So that's the business page. It serves another purpose. Think of it a bit like another version of a website for you, and you can be posting, company information and things like that as well. So it's just another avenue for us all to be seen and found online. But I then want to now click on the admin tool. This is what it's all about. You taking control and making sure you control your own LinkedIn business page, because essentially the person who goes through the steps of setting up the page, they own and control the page. So you want to grab that back from the person who has done that. So clicking on Manage Admin. So the person who set up the page has this view of the page, so they can then go in behind the scenes, and the person who set up the page, like myself, it'll have myself down here as the super admin. Now I've temporarily added my brother here as a content admin, just so I can show you how all of this works. So myself as the owner of the page, when I click on the admin tools, it will list myself as the super admin, and effectively then I can create other people by clicking here, add admin roles, and I can search for the person, and I can assign them either to be a super admin as well, which means they would co-own the page. I could assign them the role of content admin, which means they can do all the posting and commenting and things like that, or just an analyst of the page. And you just click the buttons and things like that. Essentially, that's what it's all about. So what I want you to do, business owners and brands who are watching this video and worried that they're not the super admin of their page or the owner, 1 minute after watching this video, or 1 hour, or definitely on that day, I want you to sit down with the person in your office or business who has set up the page. You need to sit down with them, because that person needs to log in, just what I've done here. That person then needs to click on the admin tools, and then that person needs to click on and add you as a new admin, or as a new super admin of the page. So effectively, you would then have two people becoming the super admins. You can see here, I've now got my brother. Here we're both super admins, so I'm going to change that back as well. So that's the first step. The person who set up your page, they need to now make you the super admin. Then they're going to go back in and change their role. They're going to go back in and change their role back to content admin. So the person who set up the page, I'm repeating it over and over again, just make sure that you, getting it clearly, you're knowing what to do. You need to sit down with the person who set it up, make yourself a super admin of the page. Then that person who set it up, they're going to click on themselves again and make themselves the content admin only of the page. That way you've effectively then become the owner of the page. They can't, once you're the super admin, the content admin, their rights in regard to managing the page, they can't log back in and make themselves super admin anymore. Okay, so that's how simple it is, but it's really, really important that, hey, you want to take control of the page, so then if that person does move on, the person does leave the business, you can just delete them. As you can log in, because you then have administration rights, you can log in and then delete that person, remove them as a page admin, and effectively you control. So there is a little pop-up box that I just noticed here, managing admins just got a little bit better. Let's click on that to see what it's all about. They're just giving you some more information there on super admin, content admin, curator, and analyst. But it's pretty straightforward. Take control, take ownership of your LinkedIn business page immediately. Sit down with the person who has created it, who is the admin of the page, and just go through those very simple steps that I just showed you in this video. Effectively, then you become the owner, you become the person who controls and has the own destiny of your own business, your own LinkedIn business page.